not unhappy,
Uh-huh.
happy.
What makes?
What factor is important for the people to be happy?
Okay. I think the government or people have to be mm, uh, how how can I say honest?
Honesty, okay. So corruption is not good, right?
Corruption is
So
not
if
good for
if
us.
people is honest, then we can be more happy. Okay, okay. What other thing? Honesty.
Honesty. What other thing? Well, mm, mm, the
Only
same.
honesty. For example, do you think employment is important? That everybody has a job, it's important?
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, right. If you have a job, you feel safe, right? And you feel happy because you have a job.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What other thing?
And the same opportunities according to our knowledge or many people that have a career or a degree or something like that don't have work,
Don't have a job, right?
don't have a job, sorry, don't have a job.
Yes, right. Many people who have careers, they don't have jobs. Yeah, so it's important that everybody has a job according to your training, to your preparation, right?
Yeah.
Yes, good.
Okay.
What other thing? Do you think there is another thing? For example, sorry, for example, services like electricity, water, internet. Do you think that also affects?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Of course, right? Do you have a water every day in your
Not
house?
every day, just one day per week.
Oh my goodness, the same happens to be. Where do you live in Acapulco?
In Acapulco, in San Agustin.
Really? San
Yes.
Agustin? I live here too. We are neighbors.
Really? Where did you live
Yes,
exactly?
I live in Casas Palenque.
In Casas Palenque?
Yes, I live in Casas Palenque.
Oh, I live behind the Bicentenario. Uh,
Hospital.
no, not East Hospital. Bicentenario Market. It's a little market that we have.
Ah, I know. It's the Casas Palenque. Well, it's Casas Palenque
The
too,
other
but it's on the other side.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, you see, we are almost neighbors.
I see.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, yeah, here
That's
is
why
difficult
I
because
heard
we don't
you
have
that
water.
I heard you
Sorry?
I heard that you said me about the hospital and the trace, and um, I think about my my countryside too.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, here in the hospital, the Bicentenario Hospital, that they say that there are some cases of
It is called
coronavirus in the hospital. Mhm.
it is called Bicentenario. I didn't know that.
It's Bicentenario or something like that. I don't remember.
I think that is a general hospital, maybe.
It's a general hospital. Yeah, but it has a name. It has a name. I don't remember right now.
I don't know what to say.
But yeah, well, the thing is that in that hospital they have some people with coronavirus. Okay. Oh well, that's a short word, right? Small word.
Okay.
We live very close and we didn't know each other. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, all of those things that you mentioned are very important for happiness. Uh-huh. Do you think do you think the government should care about making people happy? do you think is something the government should care about?
The government should care about
Yeah,
people.
about making the people happy or about the happiness of people.
Yes, the government contribute to make people happy, I think, no?
Yeah, but do you think the government should do something for people to be happier?
Mm, not not all.
No, they shouldn't do anything.
Yes, maybe something that I told you, but not all that include our happiness.
Okay, well, very good. Okay, we have here a reading about happiness. Okay, it says read the article, and we have unhappy. Maybe you are not in the right country. Okay, so listen up. This is what we are going to do. Oh, look. Good morning. I guess here we have Vidal already. Good morning, Vidal. Okay, you cannot listen to the class. You cannot listen? She cannot listen. But you can listen to me, right, Petra?
Yeah, I listen to you.
You mean can't listen or you can stay today? Wait a second, because I don't understand if Vidal cannot listen or cannot stay.
Okay, don't worry.
Ah, okay. Probably it was the connection. Okay, well, Vidal is having troubles with his connection like you. You remember last time it was you, this time it is Vidal.
Yeah.
Probably we are going to change the platform because this platform is being causing a lot of troubles. It's very good platform. I like it because you have, as a teacher, you have everything here. You don't need to move, but it's been causing a lot of troubles. Many people is having problems to log in, or like you the other time that you couldn't. Now, like Vidal that cannot listen, so it's causing a lot of troubles. So
Mm,
probably we are going to be using another platform. More probably it would be Zoom, but we will decide it this weekend, and if we change it, it would be like on Monday that we are using another one. But
okay.
because we're having a lot of troubles, connection problems. The problem is the connection. It's not other thing. Well, in the meanwhile, Vidal fixes his problems with the connection. So listen up. I was telling you, we have here a reading, and we are going to practice. We are going to practice some scanning. We are going to look for the answers to these questions. So look at the question, please, and we're going to look for the answer, right? I'm going to show you the reading, and you need to find the answer as fast as possible, okay? Don't read in detail. Just look for the answer. Scan very quickly. Try to do it fast, the fastest you can, okay?
Okay.
We are going to read in detail later, but right now we are going to scan. We're going to look for the word. The question is, which is the happiest country in the world? Okay, there we go. And here it's the reading. Oh, sorry, I move it. There you go.
I got the answer.
Tell me.
Denmark.
Denmark. Very good. Denmark is the happiest country in the world, right? Denmark. Very good. Okay. We go to the next question. Next question. I'm trying to make it fit. Let me see like that. Okay, well. Okay, let's go to the next question. The next question says, who conducted a research about happiness in 178 countries? Who conducted a research about happiness in 178 countries?
Mm, mm, right. Um, mm,
Hmm.
I don't think that's who
That's
conducting.
good, Vidal. That's good. We are looking for some answers. We are doing some scanning. Right now, we have a question. The question is, who conducted a research in 178 countries? That was the question. Who conducted a research in 178 countries? Who? Petra cannot find the answer. Let's see if you can.
G GNP and GNH because they think that happier people tend to be more productive.
No.
Mm,
Yes, Adrian White conducted the research. Adrian White. That's true. Okay. Thank you, Vidal. Next question. Next question. Let's see. According to the article, are larger countries happier than, sorry, here is a mistake. You should say than smaller countries? Are larger countries happier than smaller countries? According to the article? Okay, there we go. You tell me.
yes,
Yeah, smaller. So which is so you mean
smaller
sm-
countries are happier than larger
yes,
larger
smaller
countries.
countries are happier. Yes, that's true. Smaller countries are happier than larger countries. Good. Okay, next question says, which country is making happiness part of the government policy? Which country is making happiness part of the government policy?
We can okay.
Which country?
China and India.
Yeah. No, it's not China and India. It is Bhutan.
Ah,
Yes,
Bhutan. Yeah.
Bhutan. It's between China and India, but it's
Mm.
Bhutan. It's not China and India. Okay, next. What does GNH stand for? What does GNH stand for? It's very easy.
Now I having problem with my computer. I can see the article.
You cannot see the article. Okay, let me see. Can you
It's
see
my
the
computer
article
too.
now?
Not
Okay,
well.
Vidal, good. Is the gross national happiness. The gross national happiness. Good job. Okay. The gross national happiness. Yes, with double P. Okay. Oh, sorry. I changed this. Okay. Next question says the concept of community credit is used as an example for. The concept of community credit is used as an example for letter A social program to improve health services. Letter B, a social program to avoid unemployment. Unemployment here should be with N, sorry. A social, and letter C, a social program to stimulate kindness.
I'm going to
Let's
close
see.
my. I'm
Yeah,
going to
go ahead.
close.
Go ahead, Petra. Go ahead. Okay. Yes, of course. You think, letter B? You think? I guess you need to read again. The concept of community credit is used as an example for a social program it is kindness, right? It says right here. A, a major cause of happiness. It says ideas for producing happier citizens might include reducing unemployment, a major cause of unhappiness, improving parenting skills to create happier families, and finding ways to stimulate kindness toward others, which is known to make both the givers and receiver of happiness. In Japan, for example, right? Community credit programs encourage couples. What is kindness? It is kindness. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, hello, Petra. Hello. We only went one question more. Okay. Let's go to the next. The next one says, according to researchers, uh, sorry, what is the main ingredient for happiness? What is the main ingredient for happiness? That. It is right. But according to this article, what do you what does it say? It's love, right? It's very close to God. Excellent. Yes. Excellent. Yes. Is love. Okay. Good job. Okay. Very good. Okay. Let's read this. It's a long article, but it's easy. I don't see any problems on vocabulary. The vocabulary is really easy to understand. We're going to read it very quickly so we can go to the next activity. Let's see. I'm going to start. It says, if you're not feeling as happy as you'd like, maybe you should consider moving to another country, like Denmark, for example. According to social psychologist Adrian White, who analyzed data and surveys of 80,000 people in 178 countries, Denmark is the happiest nation in the world, closely followed by its northern European neighbors Finland, Norway, and the Netherlands. Not surprisingly, perhaps, the happiest countries are also the healthiest and the wealthiest, and those that provide their citizens with a good level of education. People may pay high taxes in these countries, but they are rewarded with other benefits such as shorter work weeks as well as more vacation time. All of these contribute to a general sense of well being. Size also matters. Smaller countries, which have a strong sense of national identity and social cohesion, rate better in terms of happiness than countries with larger populations. Mhm. Can you please, Petra, read the next paragraph? It is all this paragraph from while to the next page, the next column that says unhappy. Can you, Petra, please? Okay.
Not surprisingly, yeah.
Nope. That one I read
Why?
it already. While.
Okay, while the governments of many countries seek to increase wealth and prosperity for their citizens, at least one government has made its citizens happiest a priority. In Bhutan, a tiny country between China and India, happiness is part of government policy. Instead of misery, GNP, gross national product, Bhutan measures GNH, gross national happiness. They re, re, what's a, what, how can I pronounce this? Rational, rational is that by putting a
Rational. Yes.
rational is that by putting a high value on health.
Here.
Education,
Education.
education and general well-being, citizens' lives will be improved in ways that enrich their nation's environment and culture. The program seems to be working. 19% of Bhutan's inhabitants live below the poverty level. Yet only 4% of the population claim to be unhappy.
Thank you. Okay, Petra. Look, first of all, this right here, we have life and live, right? In this case, well, when we say these words are homographs, right? Life and live are homograph. What does it mean? It means that both of them have the same spelling, but they have different pronunciation, right?
Mhm.
So this one right here is the plural. This one is the plural of life. Uh-huh.
Mm,
So since it's the plural of life, this would be say the pronunciation lives.
lives.
Lives is a plural, no lives, right? Lives, no,
Okay.
lives, because it's the plural. The pronunciation changes, even though it's the same spelling, right? So they are homographs. They have the same spelling, but they have different pronunciation. When it refers to the verb, you certainly say live. But when it refers to the noun, then you certainly say life. If it is a plural,
Okay.
lives. Right now, in this case, it should say like that, lives. And here you might say policy, policy. And there was another one. Let me see where is it. Hmm. Increase prosperity policy. Ah, priority. This one right here. Priority.
Right.
Well, from there on, everything was perfect. Thank you very much. Can you please help us, Vidal, with the next paragraph, the number 4?
Yeah, sure. There could well be lessons here for other governments hoping to improve both their GNP and GNH. Happier people tend to be more productive, leading to greater economic wealth. Moreover, they are often healthier, resulting in lower spending on healthcare. Ideas for producing happier citizens might include reducing unemployment, a major cause of unhappiness, improving parenting skills to create happier families, and finding ways to stimulate kindness toward others, which is known to make both the givers and receivers happier. In Japan, for example, community credit programs encourage couples who live far from their aging parents to adopt an elderly person locally to care for. By doing this, they can earn credits that their own parents can use to buy similar volunteer care in their own neighborhoods. Governments adopting such programs might well see both the happiness and wealth of other nations improve.
Can you finish it, please? Oh well, don't worry. I finish it. Of course, neither relocating to a new country nor waiting for new government policies may be the best way to guarantee your future happiness. Fortunately, however, researchers are coming to the conclusion that the main ingredient for a happy life is love, and that's something that no government can help you with. Okay, excellent. So, what do you think? Do you think you would accept an older person to take care of, like in Japan, like these people like adopt, an old person to take care, elder person to take care of? Would you do that?
Maybe I can give them maybe food or something that or clothes, but I can adapt to them because my house, is really small.
Is small. Yeah, but I think that what they mean is that you take care of that person, probably that you take the person to the hospital, you give them their medicines. Yeah, right, Vidal. I think so. I'm usually patient, but I don't know. For me, elder people is difficult to handle. My grandparents live very far away. They live in United States, but my wife's grandmother lives here in Acapulco, and it's difficult, it's desperating. I guess it's more difficult to take care of children than to elder people. In my opinion, is I think is more difficult to take care of them than to take care of children, because to children you can tell them, don't do this, don't do that, and they respect you because you are an adult.
Mhm.
But with them, it's not the same. They don't respect you. They don't respect you because they think, well, you should respect me, not me respecting you.
Mhm.
So for me, it's way more difficult. I guess probably I wouldn't do it either. But yeah, I have thought about my parents, and I have thought the same. Who's gonna take care of them? Because certainly for me, it's not gonna be very easy. Okay, everyone, let's go to the next part. No problems, right? It's a very easy reading, right? Oh, people, yeah, they are very stubborn. They are very stubborn, obnoxious sometimes too. Okay, let's go to the next part. It says, eh, next part is right here. Okay, do the statements below, let me open this, make it bigger. It says, do the statements below agree with information in the article? Yes, no, or information is not given. Okay, we have the first one. All European countries are happy. Yes, no, or not given. Okay, Vidal says not given. What do you think? Petra, not given. Yes, it's not given, right? It doesn't talk about all European countries. It just talks about Denmark, Netherlands, and Norway and Finland. Education contributes to nations' well-being. Yes, no, or is not given. Yes, Petra says. Yes, yes, of course. Education contributes. Most of Bhutan's population, most of Bhutan's population lives above the poverty level. Yes, no, or not given. Lives above. Above. It means that this is a poverty level and they live above. Not given. Petra says no. Petra says yes now. She said no, now she says yes. And Vidal says not given. Let's check here the reading. It says right here, the program seems to be working. 19% of Bhutan's inhabitants live below. 19% live below. It says that they live below. It's right here and they live below. So if only 19% live below, it means that the rest live above, right? So in this case, the question or the answer, better said, should be yes or no. Let me see. It says, oh my goodness. Most of Bhutan population live above. Yes. Okay. Well, makes people happy according to the research. Yes, no, or not given. Of course, if you give me a lot of money, I will be very happy. It contributes. It contributes. They say it's not everything, but it helps a lot. There are good economic reasons for governments to make citizens happier. Not given. Not given. Okay, okay, you say not given, but here in the reading, it says, but their rationale is that by putting high value on health, education, and general well-being, citizens' lives will be improved in ways that enrich their nation's environment and culture. So they think in Bhutan that if you are happier, well, you're going to work more and you are going to contribute to the wealth of the country. So at the end, they think that a happy country is a better country, and that with better people and happier people you can work more and you can become wealthier, and that is an economic reason. So well, according to Bhutan, yes. Okay, in Japan there are programs to help people become better parents. This is important. Yeah, this is not given, right? It's not given. They mention about the program that helps you become a better neighbor and to get credits and to take care of elderly people, but it doesn't mention anything about Japan with programs of being better parents. Discuss the questions. Okay, we're going to open the microphones. If you are so kind, we're going to start with Petra and later with Vidal. Petra, can you open your microphone? It's been a while since Diana doesn't log into the classes. Petra, the first question says, what do you think of the idea that governments can be responsible for your happiness? What do you think, Petra?
Okay, I don't think that governments can be responsible of my happiness because that I'm agree with the research that love is the most important thing to be happy.
All right. Just remember one thing, Petra. You don't say I am agree. In Spanish, we say I am agree, but in English, agree is a
I
verb,
agree.
it's not an
Yeah,
adjective. So you say
yeah,
I agree. Only
I
that.
agree.
Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Whose responsibility is it to make people happy, do you think? In your opinion,
Um,
whose responsibility is it to make people happy, do you think?
whose responsibility
Mm-hmm.
is to
Like,
make
who is responsible of your happiness?
nobody?
Nobody?
No, I think people is responsible of their own happiness.
Okay, good. So is your responsibility, right? If you
Yeah,
want to be happy, it's your responsibility to make yourself happy.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Next one. Do you think you live in a happy country?
Yes, not at all, but many of things make me happy, or many of the mm, I think yes,
You
yes,
think
I
you
live.
think so?
Yes.
You think so? Why?
Why? Because I'm free. I told you,
Because you're free to go everywhere.
I have
Okay.
I have work. I have a job. Sorry, I have a job, and I have a happy family.
Okay. What could be changed in your country to make people happier?
What could be changed?
What could be changed in your country to make people happier?
The positions in jobs,
The job position.
the jobs position, the government honesty. What else? I think that
Government's
the secret
honesty.
is government honesty, because if
Okay.
government is honesty, they give to the people all that, not just that all that we need, but the the necessary, or according to the people needs.
Okay. They distribute wealth
Yeah,
fairly, right?
yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Petra. Thank you very much. Okay, let's listen to Vidal's participation. Can you, Vidal, open your microphone? The same questions, Vidal. The first one says, what do you think of the idea that governments can be responsible for your happiness?
I think government can set up some certain conditions to have maybe credits or to be able to get a house, but your happiness depends only on you because you cannot rely on the government for being happy. To be a professional is just it's about yourself.
Yes, yes, I know. That's very important what you just said, Vidal, because it's like the situation that is happening at the moment. Not? Government is making everything for education to continue. They are having it now on TV. They're having it now online. They're having it on the radio. They're distributing more things, but people seems to continue being unhappy with that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people want education to continue, but they seem not to be happy with any solution. They seem
Exactly.
to
Or maybe
disagree on everything.
what is happiness for you is not happiness for me. Maybe happiness
Yeah,
for you is to receive free money from the government. You're happy, and maybe it's not my decision, or it's not
I
my
know.
case.
I know, I know. Like when they distribute these credits for companies, for small companies, and now that they
Yeah.
say that they're distributing these credits, like at the end, if you analyze it, some people might say, "Oh, it's good," but I don't think it's good because if you are a small company and you're struggling with this crisis, and then you receive a loan of 25,000 pesos, that is 25,000 pesos that you owe. So that doesn't make you better. That makes you in a worse position because now you owe 25,000.
Yes, I understand that why happiness it does not only it's a government responsibility.
Yeah, that's good. Good answer. So in the next one, well, whose responsibility you already said is
Yeah,
yours.
it's yourself because you make your own happiness. Maybe if you want to live with your couple, it's all right. Maybe you want to be alone all your life. It's the way you are happy. Maybe collecting cars it's a way to be happy. Eating a lot, maybe is the way to be happy. So we cannot like
Yeah,
standardize happiness.
that's true. Do you think you live in a happy country?
As Petra said, I don't think we live in a happy country like the European ones, but I mean it's all right. I mean, just like the song, it's not right, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think we live in a warm country,
Yeah,
friendly
there you
country.
go.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
friendly country, it's a warm country, people is nice, but I don't think we are very happy in this country. People is complaining all the time about Mexico, in between ourselves. I mean, in
Yep.
between Mexican, we complain about our country one to another person. So that's what I don't think we live in a very happy country. What could be changed in your country to make people happier?
I think that by providing more opportunities to accomplish your goals, so that you can have access for maybe scholarships to study something else, or even to open your own business, or other options that we right now we don't have. That maybe just with people with money or certain privileges to have access to. I think that would be ways to have some attributes from the government.
That's true. That's true. For example, I used to work here in the University of Guerrero, the Huagro, and they used to have a lot of how do you say scholarships. They used to have a lot of scholarships for England, for Finland. They used to have a lot, but they were not given to the right people. They
There
were
you go.
given to people who didn't even have the profile.
Hmm.
They were given to
Or
the
the
son of
language.
fulanito. Yeah, or the language. They were given to the son of fulanito, the cousin of sultanito. They were not distributed fairly. So the
I know.
opportunities are there, but they are not for the right people.
Hmm.
And that's really sad because the right people is not having the chance to grow. Thank you very much, Vida. Thank you very much, Petra. Okay, let's go to the next activity. The next activity says focus on vocabulary. Synonyms. Okay, before we continue, these questions that we did and these that we just did with these questions, like the interactions that we had, are very important, because this is the way you're going to do your oral exam. In your oral exam, you are going to see questions, right, on the computer, on the screen. And what you have to do is to answer the questions. You have 1 minute per question. Sometimes it's not one question. Sometimes are 2 or 3 questions about a specific situation. For example, public transportation, pollution, in this case is the happiness, right? And this is what you have to do. You have to speak for about a minute. You have to record your answers of yourself, giving the answers about these topics. And then you have to upload them. Today, I'm going to give you 5 questions. Well, 5 tasks. It's not like 5 questions. They are 5 tasks that you will have to record with your oral answer, like orally, right? Here on your cell phone, you record your answer and you send it to me on WhatsApp. Okay, and this is exactly what we have to do. And in the exam is the same, right? You record yourself talking, speaking, and then you upload it to the cloud, right? And the people in San Diego check everything. Remember that all of this is assessed by San Diego's university teachers. So let's get going. I'll give you the task by the end of the class. We have focus on vocabulary synonyms. Find a word in the article with a similar meaning to replace each word or expression in bold. Change its form if necessary. The paragraph numbers are given. So you can see here that each paragraph has a number, right? So we need to find a word in the paragraph and change it for a synonym. For example, in the number 1, we have study economic trends. Study economic trends. And in the number 1, we can have here, we can see Adrian White, who analyzed. Here is in past, but here is in present. So the word was analyze economic trends. Now we have the number 2 says collect taxes from the country's people. 3 possible answers. Instead of country's people, we have 3 synonyms. Okay, paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. We have it right here. Let's see. So you need to look for the synonym. A synonym for countries, people. We have 3 synonyms possible. Citizens is one. Good job, Petra. Another one. Oh, don't worry, Vidal. We are looking for synonyms. We're looking for synonyms. And the synonym we are looking is a synonym of countries, people. Okay? For example, Petra said citizens. Mhm. We need another one. Mhm. Population. Thank you very much. Petra has 2 already. Population, citizens. The other one is here in this paragraph, right here, in the first line, here, the first lines. Inhabitants. Yes, very good. Excellent. Good job. So synonyms for countries, people, citizens, population, inhabitants. Very good. Okay. Next, decide the most important thing for the country. The most important thing for the country. You can find the synonym for most important thing for the country in paragraph number 3 and paragraph number 1. This is paragraph number 1. Find it there, and then I'll show you paragraph number 3. Okay, don't worry. So the most important thing for the country. The most important thing for the country. You couldn't find it in paragraph number 1? I couldn't find the word in paragraph number 1. Let's check number 3. I look for it and I guess it's a mistake in the book because it says paragraph 1, but I cannot see it. Look at paragraph 3. Probably there you can find it. This is paragraph 3, the last one. There it is because I can see it. You will find it easily. A priority, yes. Priority, yes. The most important, the priority. Excellent. Yes, thank you with that. Yes, thank you, Petra. Okay, let's look for the next. The next one says, yes, priority is right. Develop plans for how the country operates. Develop plans for how the country operates. And it says over there that is on paragraph number 3. Let's look at paragraph number 3 again. You will find it very easily. Policy. Yes, very good. I need to erase that, right? There you go. Yeah, it was a coincidence, but both of them were underlined. Policy. Yes. Yes, I know. Okay, next one says, number 5, try to find ways to make the country richer. Try to find ways to make the country richer. This says that it is in paragraph number 2 and 3. Sorry, yeah, 3 and 2. It's right here. Well, here we have number 3. Remember, is finding ways of making the country richer. It's easy. It's easy. Come on. It's right there. So, finding ways of making the country richer. What do you think? It's very easy, guys. It's right there. Paragraph number 3. Okay. What about you, Vidal? No, it's in the first part. Okay. What is a synonym of finding something? Right? When you find something, if you are trying to find something, let's read the sentence. The sentence says, try to find, right? Try to find ways. If you try to find something, it's because you are looking for something, right? What is a synonym for looking for? Instead of saying looking for, you can say search. Another way could be seek. Exactly. Yes, seek. For example, here we have seek. And another synonym of richer would be increase wealth. If you increase your wealth, you become richer, right? So many countries are trying to find, many countries are seeking to increase wealth. Okay. All right. So the synonym was that seek to increase. To increase wealth. Okay. Next one. I guess is the last one. Encourage economic growth. Encourage economic growth. It's in paragraph 4. Okay. Here is paragraph 4. A synonym for encourage. It's easy. This one is easy. It's a synonym for the word encourage. Instead of encourage, what can you say? Probably is not related in the paragraph to economic growth, but it's a synonym for the word encourage. Motivate. Where is motivate? Where is it? Improve. Improve not. Motivate? Yes, motivate can be. but I cannot find motivate. Stimulate. Yes, stimulate is the answer, right? I don't see motivate here. Did you find it here in the paragraph? No, that's why. Okay, well, stimulate. Yes. Okay. Now, you can see here how we are using synonyms. Uh, both of your readings, yours Petra and yours Vidal. One of my comments was that sometimes when we do writings and we want to be very formal, we want to be very polite, or we want to give good use of connectors, sometimes we tend to be redundant, right? We want to express our ideas, but sometimes in expressing our ideas, we tend to be redundant. We tend to say the same words or use the same words a lot. So it's a very good use, it's a very good practice that instead of using the same words, you look for synonyms. Now, you can look for synonyms. For example, we were saying looking for, right? And looking for, a synonym for looking for can be searching something, trying to find something. But here in the article, we're using the word seeking. Consider one more time that in your writing, probably your writing is perfect in grammar, is perfect in vocabulary, probably your writing is very clear. But if your writing uses basic structures, I mean, if in your writing you only have simple present, simple past, past perfect, future simple, those are basic structures. If your paragraph uses basic structures, then your score will be for a basic level. If you use intermediate structures, present perfect, past perfect, then it would be for an intermediate level. If you use basic vocabulary, you will have a basic level. If you use intermediate vocabulary, you would have intermediate level. Doesn't matter that the grammar is correct. Doesn't matter that the spelling and the punctuation is correct. It's also important to have advanced structures and advanced vocabulary. So try to look in your paragraphs for words that sound more advanced, that give a sense that you don't only know how to express yourself, but you can express yourself and at an advanced level. Okay? So that is the difference between a person who gets B1, B2, or C1, right? A person with B1 would have common phrases, common words. A person with B2 would have common phrases and words, but with the correct grammar and the correct spelling and the correct punctuation. But a C1 person, a C1 candidate, will have correct grammar, correct vocabulary, correct punctuation, correct spelling, correct use of connectors, but with advanced structures and advanced vocabulary. Okay? So use synonyms, right? Continue improving your writing. I gave it to Petra. I'm sorry, Vidal, that I didn't send it to you. I only sent it to Petra. But I will do it after the class right away to send it to you. I'm going to send it to you. Read it again. Okay? Read your paragraphs again, Petra, Vidal. And if you see some words that you think, oh, probably I can here use a synonym, try to look for a synonym and use a synonym that is not at a basic level but is at an advanced level, like sick, a not very common synonym. Okay, that's what I'm trying to mean. Okay, that is going to make the difference at the end in the score of your writing. I'm going to give you some scores about my appreciation on your writing. I'm going to give you some scores, well, on Monday, not today. And I'm going to tell you what I think your level might be on your writing according to what you have done until now. But of course, we never finish. We continue improving that writing. I was telling Petra Vidal that that writing, exactly that writing that you are right now correcting and working on, is the one that you are going to use for your exam. It's the same writing. The only thing that changes is that We are going to perform it right now. We are going to proficient that writing right now. I'm going to help you, and then you are going to upload it the day of the exam to the platform. The day of the exam, you only have 15 minutes to upload the writing. Okay, so it's really, really short time to be correcting it right on the very day of the grading. So that's why we need to have it ready in advance, because the day of the exam you just need to transcribe it, okay, and proofread it, correct the mistakes, and send it, because you only have in between 15 to 10 minutes. Okay, so that's why it's very important to continue working on that. And let's get going with the next activity. Any doubts? No doubts, right? So keep on reading, keep on performing a better writing, keep on proficiency your writing, correcting it and improving it. Okay, even though I corrected your mistakes on grammar, Petra, it is important that you keep on improving it too. Okay? Okay, listening and speaking. Happiness and the community. Read the sentences from a handout for a sociology class. Guess the missing words. Okay, first we're going to try to guess. Okay? We're going to try to guess. Just to guess. This is a very good strategy that you read first the answers before listening. You read first the questions, you try to guess, and then you listen. Okay, this is an excellent strategy. So let's put it into practice. It says, number one, there is evidence that people in richer areas are people in poorer areas. Guess. How can you complete the sentence? What word can you use? There's evidence that people in richer areas are sadder. Well, sadder is missing another word. Sadder than. Excellent. They are sadder than people in poorer areas. Okay. Happier than. Okay. So they can be sadder or they can be happier. We're going to listen in a little bit. The number two says, furthermore, research suggests that in people are less happy. You need to use in between one, two, and three words. No more than three words. Research suggests that in people are less happy. In wealthier areas, people are less happy. So you think, Vidal, that people with more money are less happy? Okay. Number three, Petra doesn't answer. Happiness is a good thing. Happy people, and they are also wealthier. Help others, and they are also healthier. Okay. Okay. Number four. In addition, happy people tend to be good citizens and help to their communities. Okay. Good Christians. Okay, to their communities. Okay, good, good. Now we're going to listen to the audio. Okay, we're going to listen to the audio and we're going to complete these four sentences. Okay, if possible, listen to the audio and complete the sentences either on your cell phone, either on a piece of paper, okay, or either here, but send your answers at the end. Okay, so three, like you can use one, two, or three words, no more than three words, okay? In between one to three words for each of the sentences, okay? So this is a sociology class. Let's listen to the audio. I'm gonna close my microphone. Sorry, I forgot. When we play the audio, we cannot see the sentences. So please, if possible, make a picture of the sentences, save the screen, or copy the sentences so I can play the audio. Excellent. Thank you very much. Excellent. Good job. There we go.
Page 101. Lesson D. The Politics of Happiness. 3. Listening and Speaking. Happiness and the Community. A. Read the sentences from a handout for a sociology class. Guess the missing words. Then listen to part of the lecture and complete each sentence with no more than 3 words.
So what does the research say on happiness? On the one hand, some research suggests that increased wealth doesn't lead to greater happiness. But on the other hand, more recent surveys in the U.S. show that people in wealthy communities are happier than people in low-income areas. Furthermore, some research shows that in an economic recession, when people have less money, they are also less happy. So the results of the research vary. Still, there are good reasons for governments to be interested in making people happy, not just in increasing people's wealth over time. Happiness seems to be good for us all because happy people live longer lives, and they tend to be in better health too. Happy people tend to be better employees and better citizens, have better personal relationships, and, what's more, they contribute more to their community. So the whole community benefits too.
I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. I had my microphone closed. Okay, I'm going to repeat it again. Okay, I'm going to repeat it again. So pay attention to the sentences. Check your answers. If you answer it, check your answers. Okay, listen again.
Page 101. Lesson D. The Politics of Happiness. 3. Listening and Speaking. Happiness and the Community. A. Read the sentences from a handout for a sociology class. Guess the missing words. Then listen to part of the lecture and complete each sentence with no more than 3 words.
So what does the research say on happiness? On the one hand, some research suggests that increased wealth doesn't lead to greater happiness. But on the other hand, more recent surveys in the U.S. show that people in wealthy communities are happier than people in low-income areas. Furthermore, some research shows that in an economic recession, when people have less money, they are also less happy. So the results of the research vary. Still, there are good reasons for governments to be interested in making people happy, not just in increasing people's wealth over time. Happiness seems to be good for us all because happy people live longer lives, and they tend to be in better health too. Happy people tend to be better employees and better citizens, have better personal relationships, and, What's more, they contribute more to their community. So the whole community benefits too.
Okay, very good. Let's check your answers. It says there's evidence that people in richer areas are happier. It's missing one word. Happier than. Yes, thank you. Happier than. Okay, number 2. Furthermore, research suggests that in it's 3 words. This one is 3 words. Economic recession is missing one word. An economic recession. Excellent, because economic recession is countable. In this case, we say an economic recession. Okay? Excellent. Number 3, happiness is a good thing. Happy people, see, live longer, and they are also healthier. Good job. Live longer. In addition, happy people tend to be good citizens and contribute more to their communities. Excellent. Okay, good job. Now let's check the following audio. It says, listen to more of the lecture. Write 3 proposals that the lecture suggests can make communities happier. Okay, so this is another audio. It's not the same audio. And we need to write. You can write it down on your cell phones or in a piece of paper. 3 proposals. 3 proposals that the lecturer suggests can make communities happier. Okay, so let's listen. Let's listen.
Page 101. 3. Listening and speaking. Happiness and the community. B. Listen to more of the lecture. Write the 3 proposals that the lecturer suggests can make communities happier.
So what kinds of policies can local governments adopt to help create happy communities? Based on research, social scientists have come up with a number of proposals. For example, 1. Improve public transportation so people can reduce their commuting time. This gives people more time, which they can spend with family and friends. 2. Invest in community projects, such as community vegetable gardens. Gardening is a good example of an activity that helps people relax. In addition, working together on a joint project like a community garden helps strengthen social cohesion. 3. Ask people about things that affect them. So people should be consulted and asked if they want a new mall in their neighborhood or a community center. Ask them what's better, a swimming pool or a movie theater, a new road or a park. And we'll look at specific examples of these in a moment.
Okay, this was easier. Do you want me to repeat it again or it was enough? For me, it was easy, but I don't know you. Okay, I'll repeat it again. Okay, let's listen to it again.
Page 101. 3. Listening and speaking. Happiness and the community. B. Listen to more of the lecture. Write the 3 proposals that the lecturer suggests can make communities happier.
So what kinds of policies can local governments adopt to help create happy communities? Based on research, social scientists have come up with a number of proposals. For example, 1. Improve public transportation so people can reduce their commuting time. This gives people more time, which they can spend with family and friends. 2. Invest in community projects, such as community vegetable gardens. Gardening is a good example of an activity that helps people relax. In addition, working together on a joint project like a community garden helps strengthen social cohesion. 3. Ask people about things that affect them. So people should be consulted and asked if they want a new mall in their neighborhood or a community center. Ask them what's better, a swimming pool or a movie theater, a new road or a park. And we'll look at specific examples of these in a moment.
Good. Okay. All right. Perfect. So the first one was improve public transportation. The number two, invest in community projects. Invest in community projects. The third one was consulting people. Consult people. Yes, excellent. Good job. Good job, Ida. Yes, asking people what they want, right? Invest in community projects. Yes, Petra. Excellent job. Good. Good job, everyone. Good job. All right, I'm gonna wait a little bit for Petra only. Okay, and let's go to the last activity. Ask people about things that affect them. Yes. Ask people about things that affect them. Yes. Excellent, Petra. Good job. Okay, now let's go to the next activity. This is the last activity for today, and it is about writing. So, as you can see, Monday and Wednesday, we use it for grammar. Friday, we use it for listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Okay, and today we have practiced that, and we're going to go to the last part, which is about writing. Last class about writing, we talked about connectors of contrast, and today we're going to talk about connectors of addition, right? Connectors of addition. So it says policies for happiness. In this lesson, you answer an essay question. This is very similar to what you have to do in the writing task. It's very similar to what you are doing actually in your writing task. Add ideas with as well as etc. and avoid errors with in addition to etc. Task. Write a paragraph in an essay. Should a government try to make its citizens happy? How? Give specific reasons and examples. We have here, read this paragraph from an essay. What is the student's answer to the first question above? What reasons that the students give? What other reasons can you think of? So the question is, should the government try to make its citizens happy? And we have here the answer of the student. The student says, as far as governments are concerned, there are several good economic reasons for having policies that make citizens happy. First, happiness is important to the economy, because happy workers are more effective, as well more productive. In addition, research shows that happy people contribute more to their community in terms of volunteering. Furthermore, happy people tend to be healthier, which means that they cost less in terms of healthcare. Every government should try to increase citizens' happiness, in addition to stimulating economic growth in other ways. Okay? So, first of all, before we continue with the test, I want you to analyze it. Okay, this is a paragraph. This paragraph is only one paragraph, but in this only paragraph, we can see very well distributed the structure of the essay. As you can see, it has an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. For example, the introduction starts here with as far as, but the introduction finishes here with happy. All of this line right here is just to give an introduction. As far as governments are concerned, there are several good economic reasons for having policies that make citizens happy. And from here on, we are developing the message. Here we have the body of the essay from first until care. Mhm. And finally, here on the last line, we can see the closure, the conclusion of the message. So that is what it is expected on an essay, that you have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. So that way is how your essay also has to be. Okay? Now, so here we have how many reasons? How many reasons does the student mention? How many? How many reasons does he mention? Uh-huh. Okay, he thinks he agrees with the questions. The question is, should a government try to make citizens happy? 5 reasons. Do you think Vidal, this student agrees or disagree? Yeah, he agrees, right? He agrees. Yes. And we have some reasons here in the body. Where can you find the reasons? You can find them in the body of the article, in the body of the essay. In this case, one of the reasons is happiness is important to economy because happy workers are more effective as well as more productive. So that is the first reason. We have one. In addition, research shows that happy people contribute more to their community in terms of volunteering. That's the second reason. And then we have furthermore, happy people tend to be healthier, which means that they cost less in terms of healthcare. So we have 3 reasons. Yes, 3 reasons. This student develops 3 reasons in his essay. Okay, very good. Now, these 3 reasons are connected, right? Yeah, they are connected. And we are using connectors of addition. Mhm. Can you, like, first of all, we have one connector of addition here that is as well as. That is one connector of addition. Mhm. What other expression, not including and, okay? Do not include and. That one not. Okay, not including and. What other expression can you find that is being used to add information, to add reasons? Of course, we have in addition. Of course, we also have furthermore. And we're missing one. Well, we are not missing one. We are missing 2. Okay, first, when we say first, second, these connectors are not connectors of addition. These connectors are connectors of sequence, right? So they are sequencing the ideas. So you have the first idea, the second idea, the third idea, the conclusion. So it's not adding. Mhm. It's missing another one. It's missing one. Sorry, I thought there were two, but no, it's only one. Nope. The one missing is in addition to. Okay, we have is different. You can see the use of in addition and in addition to, and it has different function, right? So they are different connectors. In addition to. Okay, so we have. I was going to say that, but I thought it was the same. Well, they might seem the same, but they are not, right? Uh, Actually, all of them are synonyms as well. In addition, furthermore, moreover, right? In addition to, all of them are synonyms. They express exactly the same. The only thing is that they have different function. It's a different way to use them. Okay. All right. Let's see this. Mhm. We have adding ideas in writing. You can use as well as, sorry, and in addition to add ideas within a sentence. Okay, so look at this. If we want to add ideas in the same sentence, okay, so we have two sentences, right? And in this, we have two ideas, and we want to put the ideas in one sentence together. We use as well as, and we also can use in addition to, right? As well as mostly connects noun phrases and adjectives. Noun phrases and adjectives. So you add more adjectives to the phrase, right? For example, we have happy workers are more effective as well as more productive. You can say happy workers are more effective, comma, more productive, comma, more blah, blah, blah. But when you say happy workers are more effective, comma, as well as more productive, it sounds better. It's not that it's correct and the other is not correct. The thing is that when you use these words, when you use these connectors, right, you give your writing another level of difficulty, right? And people who evaluate writing check this and say, oh, this person can use it. So this person has a better level, a more advanced level. So as well as is to give more adjectives to describe it, right? So you connect it to nouns and add more adjectives. In addition to, well, you can use it to add more information. Like it doesn't matter that they are adjectives, nouns, reason, etc. Look at the punctuation. Look at the punctuation. When we have happy workers are more effective, after more effective, we have a comma. We have a comma. Now look at in addition to. In addition to mostly connects noun phrases. So it means that they are two different nouns. The previous one was adjectives. In addition to is two different nouns. Now look, use ing form to add a verb. This is pretty important, okay? In your writings, in both of your writings, I found problems with the use of ing. Remember that we use ing every time we refer to a verb as a noun, right? So when you say in addition to, you are referring to the verb as a noun. So the complete phrase is in addition to. It doesn't matter that it has to. The following verb needs to be with ing. For example, governments can increase happiness in addition to stimulating economic growth. Stimulating. Mhm. You can say in addition to economic growth, but if you're going to use a verb, you need to say stimulating. You can say in addition to encouraging, in addition to motivating, but you need to add the ing. Why? Because you are referring to this verb as a noun. Okay, stimulating economic growth is a noun. It's not a verb now. It's a noun. Okay. So, for example, when you say doing exercise, for example, eating healthy, it's important for your health in addition to doing exercises. Mhm, mhm. Or let's say another thing. Studying a career, it's important nowadays. In addition to gaining experience in your field. Mhm. So that's the way it works. It doesn't have any comma. When you have in addition to, you don't need a comma. When you have as well as, you need a comma previously. Okay. Finally, we have in addition, furthermore, and moreover. This is only in addition, mhm, furthermore, and moreover. These are to add ideas to a previous sentence. So what does it mean? This means that these connectors, these conjunctions go at the beginning of a sentence, right? At the beginning of one of the two ideas, right? You can have it in the first, well, usually you have it on the second idea, right? Because you are adding it to another idea. For example, happy people are productive, period. So, since they are at the beginning of a sentence, in this case, you cannot use comma. You need to use the period. For moreover, furthermore, and in addition, you need to use period. And then you use the comma. Happy people are more productive, period. In addition, comma, they contribute more to their community. Mhm. You can say, mhm, happy people are more productive, period. Furthermore, comma, they contribute more for their to their community. Moreover, they contribute more to their community. Mhm. But they are at the beginning of another sentence. You can say, for example, um, eating healthy is important for your health, period. In addition, comma, doing exercise is also very important. Of course, if you have a bear, one more time, I repeat, if you have a bear, this bear needs to be considered as a noun and needs to be with ing. Mhm. Uh, I don't know. Starting in a career is very important nowadays. Period. Furthermore, comma, gaining professional experience would also make a difference. Mhm. Okay, so that's how it works. Writing versus conversation, moreover and furthermore, are mostly used in formal writing and formal speaking. Mhm. So when we are talking informally, you mostly use in addition, but moreover, furthermore, give your writing a formal register. So you use them for that. Okay? So far, so good. How do you like these rules? They are very interesting, right? Yes, they are. So not all of the connectors can be at the beginning of the sentence. Remember that, and not all of them can be in the middle either. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Letter C says, rewrite the sentences replacing the words in bold with expressions given. Make any necessary changes in the punctuation or grammar. This is going to be your homework. Mhm. Okay, so your homework. So before I give you your homework, now look at this. Okay, here we are using and, to, also, and also. These are the most common connectors for adding ideas. These are the most common connectors. They are very common. So if in your writing you use a lot of and also to and also to, well, instead of getting a B2 or a C1 level, you're gonna get a B1 because they're gonna say, oh, this person manages only very basic grammar, very basic vocabulary. But if you replace and also to for them or moreover, in addition, you're gonna get a higher level. You're gonna get a higher level. Okay. So this is going to be your homework. Your homework is to change the connectors for the connectors in parentheses. For example, here you need to change, you're going to rewrite the sentence, but instead of also, you need to use in addition, instead of and as well, and so on. So that is one of the homeworks. Common errors. Let's read this very quickly. Remember to use ing form after a preposition. So if you have a verb and previously you have a preposition, any preposition, in, on, at, etc., always use the ing. Why? Because as I mentioned, the verb is referred as a noun. So it makes us happier in addition to making us richer, not in addition to make. Do not use as well as to connect clauses with a new subject. Remember, we use as well as to connect adjectives, not nouns. For example, this increases happiness as well as stimulating wealth. No, increases happiness as well as, no, in addition to. When you're connecting nouns, use in addition to. When you're connecting adjectives, use as well as. Very important. Very important. Okay? So do that for homework. And also for homework, as I previously told you, we're going to do the speaking. So the homework for the speaking is that you need to send me the audios. In the audio, you are going to answer these questions. For example, this is the way the exam looks. The real exam looks like this. In the real exam, you need to click here and you start recording yourself. You only have 1 minute, so your audio needs to be only 1 minute. And you need to answer these questions. Tell us about you. What's your name? How old are you? Where do you live? Do you have any hobbies? Do you have any talents? Tell us about your family. So 1 minute, you record yourself on WhatsApp, you send it to me. I'll check it, I give you feedback. That's the first one. They are 5. The second one is this. Your friends want to go out on a weekend trip. It is somewhere near your city. Explain to them what you have planned and why you think this is a good plan. In this one, you need to do it as if you were speaking to your friends. Okay, so don't tell me, well, I think a very good plan for my friends. No, tell me, oh, hello, friends. Oh, hello, Fulanito. You know what? I think we should go to this place or so. Okay. The number 3 is this one. Do you think people should use more public transportation such as bus, taxi, subway, etc.? Why not? Do you use public transportation? Why do you use public transportation? The number 4 is very special. In this number 4, there is a situation. Look at the picture. Something happened to Diana's fun. Her parents look upset and concerned. Imagine that you are a friend. Imagine that you are a friend of the family. So you need to think that you are a friend and you are going to tell a story like if you were a friend. Okay? Why are parents upset? What will they do? Will they buy her another cellular phone? Did Diana have a good excuse for what happened? Answer all of the questions. That's very important too. And the last one is this one. Plagiarism is the act of copying somebody else's work and not giving him or her credit. Why do you think people plagiarize? Have you or someone you know ever plagiarized? If so, what happened? Would you do it again? So this one, it's a personal answer. Okay, that's your homework. Please do your homework. Send me the audios, send me the writing, and I'll see you on Monday. Okay? Doubts, questions about the homework? Not right? Question? Yes, sure, Vidal. Tell me. 5 questions. Yes. Five. Five like this. Okay. Excellent, everyone. Well, thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Take care. Be safe. I'll see you on Monday, everyone. Do your homework. I'll send you these on the WhatsApp. I'll send you these pictures on the WhatsApp. Bye bye. 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 Take care. Bye. Thank you, Vida. Thank you. Bye.